well and staying safe. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna do a collective reading. It's gonna be for whatever comes out, but I really think I should do an all signs reading because I usually end up staying here for like 2 hours, and I'm like, I should use that opportunity to do an all signs reading. So let's do that instead. So I'm just gonna write down all the signs from Aries all the way to Pisces because we're gonna go the order of the zodiac. All right, so Aries is gonna be first, then Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. So I was just writing that down just in case you're new here. My name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm gonna do a Lenormand reading for the not the collective, for every sign from Aries to Pisces. I keep looking at myself because I like the way I did my makeup today. My eyes. I hope you're doing well. Whoever's there, thank you for the thumbs up. If that's my friend from a long time ago, when we shared children together, thank you. I'm guessing it's you. If that's you, because somebody's like, yeah, let me pretend I'm who she thinks I am. Let me put a little heart emoji thing, a reaction. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Aries. This is gonna be whatever comes out. This is gonna be Lenormand, and I can clarify with tarot, or I could just stick to the Lenormand reading just to keep it short and sweet. All right, let me see. Should I set what intention? Should it be whatever you need to know? Should we do it for July? Because July is gonna be starting soon. Today's the 24th. We have 6 more days until June ends, and then July 1st is gonna be here. Yeah. So if you're a Cancerian, happy birthday. And just so everyone knows, I'm a Scorpio. A sexy, mysterious. Yeah, I'm not that mysterious. I'm a Scorpio sun and a Cancer rising with a Leo moon. Hi Esther, how are you? Okay, so just so everybody knows, if you put any silly comments, I'm going to block you, okay? Because there's really no need to be silly on the internet, This isn't the channel to be silly unless we're laughing together. All right, let's see. We're going into Aries now. What does Aries need to know for July 2026? What does Aries need to know for July 2026? Wow, you got 4 cards, Aries. You got the Whip. Repetition, pain, conflict, anger, redo, tensions, fights, makeup, sex, punishment. Scorpio. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart, Aries. Well, Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars. Exactly, shapeshifter. Because if we're not laughing together, I'm going to be making people laugh at your expense. And I don't want to waste my energy with that, Then you have the Coffin card, completion, transformation, death, ending, painful change, grief, defeat. Then we have Snowflake, different, unique, fragility, clarity, impermanence, individuality, complexity, and then Trumpet, victory, resurrection, awakening, decisiveness, inner calling, and forgiveness. Whip and Coffin. This is like death and energy. I don't know, there's going to be some very interesting conversations that you're going to be having, possibly some sort of conflict that you need to look out for. Hopefully this ending is something that's going to be for your benefit and not to your detriment. And hopefully this ending isn't someone passing on, but some of you may see that may be happening. That is a part of life. We do have people who are older, who are reaching that age where it's, their time to move on. But for some of you, there could just simply be some sort of ending that you may be experiencing. I'm not doing any readings, just so everyone knows. This is an all signs reading for July 2026, okay? So I'm not answering any questions. I'm not doing any personal readings in this specific reading. I'm going to focus primarily on a July 2026 reading for each and every sign. So right now I'm currently on Aries. All right. So snowflake, different, unique, fragile, clarity, impermanence, individuality, and complexity. This is all tying together because the whip is a very sharp type of energy. This is something that can happen unexpectedly. This could be very like someone being snappy at you because they're having some sort of issue. You may become snappy, Aries. You are ruled by Mars, and you do have that fiery temper. But I feel like there's definitely going to be some sort of conflict or tension that you may be experiencing. You may be imparting some sort of punishment or judgment on somebody. You may be causing some sort of, but there's definitely some sort of change that is coming that you need to look out for. This change may be much needed because it's going to redirect you on a course of action. And what? I don't see how. Okay. I just realized I just see usually people put their birthday. And then I just looked up, I was like, oh, someone must be giving me their birthday to read a question for them. Okay. So, trumpet. Victory, resurrection, awakening. Yet I feel like there's something that's going to happen very quickly. There's going to be some sudden change that you're going to be experiencing, Aries, that is just going to bring you on a different course, like redirect you onto a certain course, a certain path that's going to bring some, like a new beginning for you. It's like a shift, a positive shift. It may feel very uncomfortable for you, and I'm going by the cards, but it's something that it may possibly be tied to something that you really want to do, and it may be tied to like some sort of uniqueness that you are. Sorry, Rezi, I have no questions. I think I'm going to turn off the chat because I'm not answering any questions, and I don't want to waste my time. Let me see. I'm going to put subscriber mode on. That 20 minutes. Okay. Trumpet. So there's going to be some sort of news, some sort of announcement. This announcement can be the cause for a sudden shift or change, or it could be the opposite. Whatever this quick thing that's happening, whatever it is, it's bringing some sort of ending that's going to redirect you on a course that's probably different than you've ever experienced, maybe unfamiliar to you, new to you. But I think it's going to really set you apart from other people. I think it's going to set you apart from other people because the snowflake is, if you know anything about snowflakes, no two snowflakes are alike. Snowflakes are very unique and special and different. So there's something about you, Aries, that's very different. And I feel like some of you may be pushed into a spotlight. I don't know if some of you have some sort of talent. For some of you, it could be the end of a relationship. I don't know if somebody was trying to change you. Somebody was trying to make you into something that you were not, and you were like, yeah, that's not who I am. Love me or hate me. And that could be bringing some sort of change because somebody was trying to mold you into something. I don't know if it was because it's your family, it's an environment that has certain expectations that doesn't really allow you to be individual. But shapeshifter, what are you laughing about, man? Trumpet. Okay. Can I get... See, I saw the Hierophant card earlier, so... If it's the Hierophant and the Snowflake, I feel like now you're going against tradition, you're going against norms. You're going against probably your own religion, your own culture and something. You're doing something different. It's something that you've been very stressed out about. If you are someone who's being pushed into the spotlight, you may already know this is happening and you're already like, oh my God, this is so scary. I don't know if some of you may be coming out. But then, yeah, this change is definitely going to be scary for you. It's looking like it's going to be scary for some of you, Aries, you know, but it's like, I feel like some of you are just going against the norm. You're going against something, a tradition. Maybe you're going against an institution. Maybe you're going to be imparting some sort of justice or some sort of change. I don't know if some of you are going to be like whistleblowers. Because I'm looking at the Trumpet card, which isn't typically in a Lenormand deck, but in this specific Lenormand deck, the author, the creator, she added extra cards. I believe she added 8 extra cards. But yeah, I feel like whatever it is, this is something that has been, I don't know if some of you are going to, like I said, some of you could be coming out of the closet. But some of you may be speaking up on something that you have been holding back on for so long. And it might be against the system. It may be against religion. It may be against someone of authority, a spiritual leader or something. I feel this is the weirdest message ever. But this is what I'm getting for you, Aries. But whatever it is bringing some sort of change. It's a shift. It's a shift. But it's going to be moving you out of this energy. It's going to be moving you away because I feel like if some of you are going to be announcing something, releasing something, talking about something, whatever it is, that's probably going to put you in a spotlight. You're going to be moving on from this. It should bring you some sort of relief. It should bring you some sort of bring a positive shift in your life because the Wheel of Fortune came out in the upright. But look at the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if it has to do with a lawsuit, some sort of lawsuit, a settlement for some of you, Aries. This is very different. This is something big though, because it's like something you're completing some sort of cycle. There's something that's definitely ending with the Coffin card. This is like the Death card in the Lenormand deck. You know, it's funny though, because the astrology it has is Leo. I don't know if you are dealing with anybody who is a Scorpio, a Leo, or an Aquarius, or any fire sign. You are a fire sign yourself, or you could have those other placements in your chart. This is something that's completely out of the box for you. Maybe out of your norm. But it's something that's going to set you apart. If it's not you releasing something, you could be doing something that's really going to set you apart. Have you be noticed. And if it's that, it could be a creative endeavor. It could be something that you're creating, something that you're inventing, developing. It's going to bring you abundance, you know, abundance. You may be working with other people too, but it's something that you could have been manifesting. But I feel like whatever this is something big, and it's going to definitely change your life. And if it's something that you've been already working on, this shift may be ending. Like you probably are going to reach a point where whatever stagnancy you may have been experiencing, you're going to see things starting to move very quickly for you, but in your favor. Okay, I hope that was helpful. That was interesting for Aries. Okay, so I'm going to go into Taurus next. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. I just finished Aries reading, and I'm going to be heading into Taurus's reading with the Lenormand deck. I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to clarify with Tarot. So what you need to know for July 2026. July, let me write it down. 2026. And then now we're going to do Taurus. Hello, Taurus. We're going to do your Lenormand reading for July 2026. Let's see what you need to know, woman. And it says Taurus on it. Definitely. What else can we get for Taurus? Woman, female querents. So some of you may be dealing with a woman, or you may be a feminine yourself, a woman. You have woman, female querents, wife, feminine energy, female influence, female friend or relative, Taurus. Shut up, woman. And then we have birds, gossip, restless, negotiation, discussion, verbal communication, messages, and anxious. Then it has Sagittarius there. And then fish, finances, wealth, abundance, business, money flowing smoothly, freedom, and the astrology is Pisces. Then it also mentions the planets Moon, Mercury, and Jupiter. So and I looked at the bottom of the deck, but you don't usually do that with Lenormand, and I didn't do that the last time around, but you got the anchor card. This is about stability, structure, but this could be also about stagnancy, being stuck, no movement, because we know what anchors can do. They can work with, they could keep us, they could keep us steady, stable, and in one place. But if you're someone who wants to move, you want to see movement, you want to see action, the anchor is not a good energy. You know, it's like it's going to keep you stuck. So I don't know if some of you were experiencing some sort of stagnancy, or you're going to be heading into a place of abundance, financial stability, security, and abundance. And yeah, Capricorn energy. This is what I'm getting though. This is seeming more like money. I don't know if you are a feminine energy, or you're dealing with a feminine energy, or you're going to be working with a feminine energy, but there may be some sort of communication between you and this person, and it's going to be about talks about money. It could be about some sort of collaboration. It could be a contract. It could be about a will, possibly. Fish, finances, wealth, abundance, business, money flowing smoothly, and freedom. Like, some of you could be a feminine energy, but I know I have masculines watching as well. So let's see. Let's see. What can we get for Taurus? Oh, Taurus. Or there could be some. I would say be careful about your money talk, because there could be somebody who may be talking about the money you make, how you live your life, you know, the way, how abundant you are. Somebody could be spreading some sort of gossip about you with regards to that. And, you know, gossip isn't usually a high vibrational thing. So if someone's talking gossip, talking about you, gossiping about you, it's probably out of jealousy. So there could be a female friend or acquaintance that may be looking at you and like maybe even observing, watching. Well, observing and watching is the same thing. But just like studying, because if you look at the way her face looks, she looks like she's studying something, like she's very fixated on something specific, you know. So I would say beware. You may have like there may be a female energy around you that may be jealous. Okay, so let's see what comes out with the tarot to clarify. Can you clarify woman for me? Oh, wow. Okay. Page of Wands. Page of Wands with the Knight of Cups. Got the Ace of Pentacles for birds. That just came out because... Tell me about fish. It's funny because the Queen of Pentacles came out, and the Queen of Pentacles for fish is someone who is abundant, wealthy, secure, stable. You know, look at the security. I was talking about jealous woman. I don't know if somebody's jealous about some sort of offer that you may be getting. I don't know if some of you are connected to someone who is wealthy, or you could be wealthy yourself, or you could be a really good place financially. Your life is all together. You have a good life. But I'm seeing that there could be somebody who, with the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands with the woman. I mean, it could be, you could be a woman that is wealthy, right? And there could be somebody talking about your wealth, maybe talking about your abundance, maybe gossiping about that, or hearing just stuff on the, like word on the street type of thing. And this person could be, I would say beware, Taurus, if you're someone that this resonates with, because there could be somebody that may be having some certain intentions. They may not have the best intentions coming towards you, you know. You know, with the Page of Wands, and then the King of Cups. The Knight of Cups could be someone who is very charming, but in the shadow aspect, it could be someone who's a little bit manipulative, may say and do things because they want trying to get what they want, and they may be trying to get something out of you. And I don't know if it's a child. Maybe you have a child that's trying to like sweet talk you so they could get some money from you. But with the Birds card, you got the King of Swords. I don't know why I'm getting the Court cards mixed up, but we got the King of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower. I don't know if... Yeah, I feel like this has something to do with money. And somebody talking about your money. Maybe, I don't know if some of you, like I did say that there was a contract, maybe negotiating a contract agreement, a collaboration or something. I would say whatever you're doing, keep it to yourself too, because you don't want anybody to try to interfere with that in any way. I'm sorry I'm reading this in a negative way, because it could be positive. But I feel like I have to read what I see. But definitely feel like there's somebody who could be watching you and maybe talking about you and talking about your abundance. They could be a air sign energy. They could be a fire sign or a water sign energy. But with the Tower card, with the Ace of Pentacles, I don't know if this person may be trying to sabotage what you're doing, Taurus. This is so weird. I feel like not doing this anymore because it's just weird. The Fish card, finances, wealth, abundance. See, I feel like I just say be careful. There may be somebody that may be trying to destabilize you in some way, either by trying to ruin your reputation in some way, Taurus. They could be saying stuff about you, trying to kind of, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting negative. Why I'm getting negative stuff? I'm trying to, what you need to look out for. There could be somebody that is just, because Swords is about communication, information, technology, right? Law, order. I don't know if some of you are in the middle of some sort of legal battle and money is involved, and some sort of judgment is going to come in. But I feel like ultimately, whatever this is going to work out in your favor, but it depends, because it depends on the situation itself. The King of Swords. You may be having a contract. You may be having some sort of communication with a King of Swords. The King of Swords could be a lawyer. Some of you may be communicating with a lawyer that's going to help you. If you were in a contract with someone, you had some sort of agreement with somebody, and the agreement didn't go as well as you hoped it would. Because I feel like this, just somebody was being, I don't know, I keep looking at her and she looked a little devious. If you look at her face, she looks a little devious. So I would just say beware of somebody that may be trying to sabotage you in any way. Some of you may be in a court, a legal battle. Maybe some of you are suing somebody for slander. Maybe somebody was trying to ruin whatever you've built because out of jealousy. But I feel like ultimately you're going to be safe and secure. You're like, you have nothing to worry about. Like if you're the one that's pursuing some sort of judgment against somebody, it's going to work out in your favor. You know, so I feel like you may be secure with the anchor card being at the bottom. So let's see. Okay. Taurus, that was weird. Probably resonated with some of you. Maybe it didn't, I don't know. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into Gemini. Hi Dana, how are you? I'm going into Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Okay, what does Gemini need to know? For July 2026. Wait, ooh. I'm not gonna look at the bottom anymore. So for Gemini, you have the crossroads card: options, decision, choices, hesitation, multiples, impasse, evaluation, deviation. So some of you may be trying to figure out what path is going to be the best one for you, that's going to bring you long-term stability, growth, that's going to allow you to be deeply rooted, be rooted. I see growth in your life. It could be having to do with your family, planning a family, longevity, health, growth, ancestry, past life, deeply rooted, expansion, and slow. The tree is just very slow energy. You know how long it takes for a tree to grow. I'm going in the order of the zodiac, Dana. So right now I'm on Gemini. So I'm nowhere near Aquarius. So child, naive, new beginning, immature, young, inexperienced, innocence, and children, and new. Okay. I will never go out of order. I thought we had this conversation already, Dana. Yeah, I don't know, Gemini, you might be at this place where you're deciding whether or not you want to have a family. Where you want to like settle down in July. I don't know if some of you are at this place where if you're already married, if you and your partner are planning like what you want to do for the future, where you want to set down roots, where do you want to raise a family? Or it could just be you may be looking for something new. You want a new beginning for yourself. You may be considering like where you should, what path you should take, where can you see abundance and growth for yourself, where you can have that new beginning. You know, I don't know, some of you may be getting a new job opportunity that's going to put you in this place where you're going to be a fish out of water is what I want to say. A fish out of water. Because I remember that conversation. I was like, that's crazy. Why would I mix up the signs? That would be, it's hard to keep in order. So, yeah, naive, new beginning, immature, young, and experienced. So some of you could be finding out you're pregnant if that's what you want. Some of you, sometimes we get pregnant and we don't want to be pregnant. That happens when you're not careful, you know, but some of you may be thinking about all this stuff. This is looking like, it's a very neutral reading because all the cards are neutral. Crossroads, tree, child, everything's neutral here, you know. It has Libra, Virgo, fifth house. Fifth house is ruled by Leo. So some of you can have a Leo moon. You can have Virgo or Libra in your chart, so just Leo in your chart or not. It doesn't matter. So let's see what this crossroads is about for Gemini. Crossroads for Gemini. Yeah, like you're just trying to figure out what exactly you need to do. You're going within, trying to follow your inner guidance. Some of you may be considering moving back, like a path or revisiting something from the past. That could be what's on your mind. Oh my God, these cards. Tell me about the tree. Tell me about tree. Two of Cups. Either some of you are in a relationship already and you're thinking about taking your relationship to the next level in July. It might be happening for some of you, but it could also be that some of you may be meeting somebody that could be the person that is your Two of Cups. The one that you can have a life with, share a life, build long-term stability. Empress. I feel like, look at the Empress card came out. This is probably going to be the person. If it's a relationship, it's probably going to be a person or an opportunity, because Two of Cups could be an opportunity that aligns with you. It could be a job, a perfect friend, a perfect opportunity, a perfect partner, right? As perfect can be when it comes to people, because you know damn well we ain't perfect. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. So Two of Cups, this could be the person that you can, if you're masculine, you can get pregnant, or you may meet the person that may get you pregnant. You may be they may put you in that Empress status. They could be a fire sign energy with the Page of Wands. They could be younger than you. But let's see with the child. Child, we got the the devil. Hopefully you're not having Rosemary's Baby, But Capricorn season may be significant, but I don't know. Some of you are probably moving away from, because the child card is not only about having a child, but it's also about a new beginning, starting over. Some of you could have ended some sort of relationship, because the Hierophant card came out in the reverse. I'm trying to cover the naked people because I want to get AdSense, So look at that. The devil's there. And the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you could have ended a relationship because it was toxic, and now you're entering this new phase where you're building a new life for yourself. Some of you could possibly have a child, since there is a child card, but oh my God, we don't want charred children. We want uncharred children. Gosh. Images. I have a Scorpio mind, okay? Just go with it. Okay, child, naive, new beginning, immature, young and experienced, innocence, children, and new. So some of you could have children or a child, or you could be just having a new beginning for yourself. I think that whatever you're going to be doing, it's going to allow you to be in that playful energy. Because the Page of Cups is someone who's very curious, who's very playful, who's fun, expressive, creative, and some of that where you're heading now, or where you may be planning, because if you left something behind, you could be going back to something, like going back to your childhood roots. Some of you may be like healing some sort of childhood wounds, and that's what's allowing you to break away from even toxic patterns, maybe patterns that were instilled in you as a child. Because when you think of the Hierophant, it's usually about tradition, and sometimes when people are a little maniacal in their mind and they're a little overly religious, and the way they raise their children, it's like they weren't the best. Sometimes they weren't the best parents, So some of you may be unlearning certain things, unlearning certain belief systems, unlearning certain behaviors. And now you're coming to this new place with yourself where you're like rediscovering life, but as a new person, under new circumstances, in a new world, a world that's different from what you've experienced in the past. You have the King of Wands in the bottom. So oh, thank you for putting that in the chat, Diamond. So the King of Wands is somebody who goes after what they want. They create the life they want. They create the business that they want. They're a leader. They're a boss. They're like on their way to being an emperor. So for some of you, you may be meeting that type of energy. Someone who may be, if it's a relationship that you're entering with the Two of Cups, you could be meeting somebody who is a fire sign, who is a person that you can grow with, that you can build with. But if you've already met this person, you may be unsure about them because you may be revisiting your past experiences with the Two of Swords and the Six of Cups showing up. So some of you, when you meet this person in July, if you meet them or you've already met them, you may be deciding what kind of connection you and this person could possibly have. If it's one that you can have long-term stability with, you know, because you don't want to experience what you've experienced in the past. You don't want to repeat a cycle, especially now that you have this new beginning. So that's something for you to look forward to in July. Gemini, I hope that was helpful for you. So you can let me know in the comment section if you're watching the replay, or you give this video a like. So now we're going to go into Cancerians, the Cancerians. For the Cancerians, what do the Cancerians need to know? What do the Cancerians need to know? What do Cancerians need to know? What do Cancerians need to know? What do the Cancerians need to know? Anything else for Cancerians? You have the Anchor. Let me see, 37, I'm gonna put 3710 for Cancerians. So you have the Anchor card, which is safety, stability, fixed, enduring, stuck, consistent, stubborn, long-term. I love anchors. I know what they represent and everything, but I always loved, I like the positive aspect of the anchor, is that stability, you know. Crossroads, you also have the Crossroads card. With options, decisions, choices, hesitation. Hi, Raphael, how are you? Multiples, impasse, evaluation and deviation. And then the Rider, visitor arrival, messages, news, quick movements, new information, and taking action. Hi, JG. And we have the signs Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, and planets Saturn, Uranus, and Mercury. Mercury is Gemini, Uranus is Aquarius, and Saturn is Capricorns. Okay. I think some of you may be considering, because I'm looking at the imagery itself, and it's like showing somebody who has his back turned to something. Some of you may be leaving a place of stability and deciding on charting, like going somewhere unfamiliar for yourself, like taking a different path. And I'm just looking at the imagery because the Rider, has his back turned. So it's like it's like he's leaving something behind. I wouldn't, if I take the cards out, I wouldn't, Tarot, I would be, look at this, the Rider, the Chariot. Yeah, it's moving forward. If I look at the order of the cards, some of you are leaving stability behind and going into something unknown. Maybe some of you were felt stuck. And now you're like at this point where you're deciding, I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be here anymore. I need to look at what are my options. Some of you may feel this way about Cancers. You may be feeling this way about, it could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a living situation. It could be anything where you feel like there's stagnancy in your life, and you're already looking in July. You may be making moves in July, but this is something you may be doing in July, or you would know your situation. You are considering what your path is, and because you're ready to turn your back against anything that has kept you stuck. Maybe you stood somewhere too long and now you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling this anymore. There's more for me to explore. There's more for me to experience. And you're like having this curiosity, or you just want more freedom. Because the divider, he's on a horse. Horses represent freedom. You ever seen those videos of like horses running through the beach? I think it's so majestic. The horse looks so happy because it's like just running, you know? Okay, so let's clarify each of these cards. I mean, I love anchors. I know they can represent stagnancy, but I like what they stand for in the positive sense, you know? Enduring, consistent. Okay, we have the Page of Wands and the King of Swords coming out. Yeah, it's some sort of decision you're making. It's definitely a decision you're making, because wherever you are, you're like, yeah, it's too serious. How come I think about the Joker? He says, why so serious? Maybe you're sick of things being so serious. You're like, whatever you're doing, you may feel like you're not having enough fun. Like you feel like you're not being able to be creative. You're not having fun with whatever you're doing. You're not enjoying whatever you're doing. And you're like, yeah, I don't like it here anymore. I want something more fun, something where I can grow, because I don't feel like there's any more I can do here. Like some of you, it's like your time somewhere has reached its expiration date and you're already feeling it. And you're making some sort of executive decision about going towards something that's maybe new and different to you. And this is where the exploration comes with the crossroads, like trying to figure out what is the best option for you, what options are available to you. What the? Didn't I call it? I said I would not be surprised if the Eight of Cups came out. King of Cups. For some of you, yeah, whatever it was you were doing, you were not fulfilled emotionally. It didn't bring you joy, it didn't make you feel good, because cups are about emotions, feelings. You weren't loving what you were doing. So now you're like, I want to go towards what I love to do. Some of you may be going towards something that you really care about, you're passionate about, that you love doing. You want peace too. Because you were not experiencing peace. Look at this. I don't know if you have like a wish that you want to make come true. But it's doing something that where you feel emotionally satisfied, but you're also being abundant. 99 may be significant. That could be, I can't say it's your birthday, because Cancer, your birthday is in June or July. But 9/9, September 9th may be significant. The 9th of somebody's birthday could be on the 9th. Since we got 2 9s here, somebody's birthday could be on the 18th. So July 9th, July 18th. Isn't that like Leo season? Close to Leo season? It's 9. Something could be happening within the next 9 months. Something. I don't know what you mean. Your father's going to be 99 years old? Is your father going to be 99 years old? But 99, that year may be significant to you, but you could be seeing that number. But yeah, you want to be emotionally connected with what you're doing. You want to care about what you're doing, but you also want to. Oh, September 9th? Okay, that's cool. But you said you're a Capricorn. Do you have Cancer in your chart? Capricorn is the opposite sign of Cancer. Okay, let's see what the Rider card is. The Rider, 4 Wands. You want stability. You do want stability. But I think you want it on your terms. I don't think you want to do it like, maybe you don't want the traditional path where, but probably the traditional path is not the best way for you if you felt stuck, because when you think about traditions take time. They're like very old-fashioned way of doing things, you know. Okay. Was or is. And then King of Wands. Yeah, I think you want to create something of your own. You want to build something of your own. I don't know if some of you Cancerians are considering, remember, we have all the signs in our chart, if you think about it. Because if you know anything about the zodiac and the astrology wheel and all the houses, each house represents each sign. So we have all of those, we have all the zodiac signs in our charts, in our personal birth charts. But it's just a matter of what placements are the strongest, you know? So we have the Four of Wands and the King of Wands. So some of you may be wanting to like really create something of your own, something that, like I said, passionate about, something you're passionate about, something that lights your fire, that I don't want to say grinds your gears, because that sounds like really negative, right? I would say something that gets your gears moving, because grinds your gears sounds like something very negative. Okay. And so you're a cross watcher? Visitor, arrival, messages, news, movement. Like, so whatever decision you're making, it's looking like it may be taking you to that place. But remember, it's like everything you do, you have to do with love. Right? So I think as long as you're choosing something that really aligns with you, your purpose, what you feel like your purpose is, what you enjoy doing, what brings you joy. And you could also find stability within it, but on your own terms, it's possible, because the Four of Wands is a card of success, you know? And I think that's what you ultimately want. You want to achieve a success in whatever it is that you, because maybe wherever you were, say you're not even wanting to create something new. Say you're in a job where there is a plateau, like there is no way there's no way for you to go up, you know? So some of you are like looking maybe outside to see what opportunities are out there where you can continue to grow and whatever you want to do. Because so it doesn't have to, you know, like I said, it could be you want to do something new, but then this came to my mind. Like maybe you want something where you just want to continue to elevate, you know, and continue to make more money, you know. But the yeah, you definitely want stability. 44. We have 4-4 with 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So you want that comfort zone. You want to create your own comfort zone. Like I said, you want to create a comfort zone. You want possibly, I don't know, some of you have been in a place where you haven't really been making money. So maybe there may have been financial instability, or maybe no growth financially. And that's what you're hoping for. That's what your ultimate goal is, to reach some sort of financial stability or abundance. But I say, as long as you continue doing what you're doing. But like I see the Ten of Swords, so something's definitely coming to an end. With the Page of Cups and the Justice card. So you definitely made some sort of decision to end something. You could be ending your employment. You could be ending whatever it is. It could be, I don't know. I don't get relationships so much, but it could be that, you know. You take the messages as it resonates. I wasn't getting love so much. But it could be that. So there could be an end to a situation. And I don't know if there was some sort of conflict, like a stalemate situation, where someone may be apologizing and ending the conflict and bringing or restoring balance into something. It could be within work, or it could be within a situation or within a home environment, you know. But all in all, I feel like this is like really good. So this is something to look out for in July 2026 for Cancerians. Okay, I'm gonna be going into Leo now. Leo. Let me shuffle these cards first. Okay, we're gonna go into Leo. 49, 53. Okay, for Leo. Hello, Leos. Let's see, what does Leo need to know for July 2026? You got the heart card. Ooh, this is perfect. Perfect. Love, passion, romance, crush, joy, fulfillment, pleasure, affection, loving. Then we have trumpet, victory, resurrection, awakening, decisiveness, inner calling, and forgiveness. 7th house, which is Libra's house. The house of relationships, partnerships. Fire sign. You are a fire sign, Leo. Something may be coming back to life. It's giving justice cards. Something could be resurrecting. Not justice, judgment. And we got bees. Sweetness, cooperation, hard work, focus, dedication, sweet results, duty. Duty, duty, duty. Now let's see. Heart, love, passion. Resurrection, victory, awakening, decisiveness, inner calling, forgiveness. Because when I think of bees, bees are worker bees. They're hardworking. They're always busy. Okay, with the trumpet, there could be somebody from that may be wanting to come back to you, maybe wanting to have some sort of conversation, discussion, apology possibly, because they want your forgiveness. Could have been somebody that you were, that is a loved one, or it could be someone that you had a romantic relationship with. I feel like it's more so a romantic relationship. This person may want to come forward. They may want to apologize to you. They may be feeling this desire or inner calling, something within them that is guiding them to apologize to you. Or this could be your energy too, Leo. But I think that some of you may be very much focused on work, busy doing things, busy building things, busy doing Leo things. You may be very dedicated to whatever you're doing. But for some of you, if this is someone returning, there may not be a situation. This could be somebody returning that you may not even have had a negative interaction with. This person could be somebody that you do think of fondly, that you may think of sweet memories you had with them. So there could have been somebody in July may be coming back, and it may be somebody that you could have been friends with them when you were younger. That you could have been friends with them, and it never turned into a romantic relationship, probably because it wasn't the right time. But it's like this. Somebody may be. What's that song? Making My Way Back to You, babe. With a burning love inside, I'll be working my way back to you, babe. With a burning love inside. I know I'm repeating the lyrics. I was trying to say the other lyrics, but somehow I was. There could be a fellow fire sign. There could be a Virgo, or there could be, or Libra. But let's see what this is. Let's see. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to resurrect something. I don't know if some of you had a false start with somebody, like it didn't really get off the ground. What card was I telling you about? Judgment? The trumpet card is judgment. See the trumpet right there? And the trumpet right there? Somebody wants to come back. Somebody wants to be your friend again. Somebody wants to try to be lovers with you again. But I don't feel like it was anything bad that happened because of the bees. I don't know if this person wasn't cooperative in the past and now they're willing to put in the work and the connection. Because the bees card says sweetness, cooperation, hard work, focus, dedication, sweet results, duty. Maybe this person, you felt like this person wasn't dedicated to you, didn't really put in the time and energy towards the connection. And that's where you may have separated. But this person may be returning. Okay. How will the person know who this is? We got the Queen of Swords. This person could have been, I don't know if this person lied to you because this card came out on the side or you felt like they lied to you. Take it as it resonates. So the Queen of Swords, this person could have air sign energy or a Libra, be Libra specifically. What else? This could be somebody who's very smart, intellectual, somebody who may be funny, or could be very sharp with their words. Queen of Swords could also be, Queen of Swords, Scorpios can be Queen of Swords too. So some of you may be dealing with, it could be a Scorpio coming back. All right, so, but this is the Eight of Swords. Somebody who, I don't know if this person made you trapped in your mind, made you feel like, I don't know, like they put you in your head a lot. Or, yeah, this person was in the beginning. What the hell did I say? Didn't I say Scorpio? Look at the Death card came out. With the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody wants to restart your connection. They want to have a new beginning with you. And the timing card here says spring, summer. And the timing says up to you for trumpet. And bees has August and September. Those months may be significant to you, or seasons. But I don't know if this person, I don't know if they've already reached out to you. You might have to. I think once they reach out to you, they're going to be the Eight of Swords, because they don't know what you're going to do. They're going to be trapped in their mind, thinking about, oh my God, are they going to take me back? You know, are we going to get back together? Or what's going to happen? You know, they're going to be trapped in their mind. Like, it could be that, or it could be you when you're like, oh my gosh, this person's coming back around, and you may like, what the hell am I going to do? You know. Well, let's see what else we get. What else can we get for Leos? King of Cups. That's water sign energy. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this person, you definitely could have had some sort of ending with them, and they may be wanting to come back if they're not a Scorpio. But this might mean something. But it's a resurrection. Somebody wants to have a new beginning with you. A restart. Because remember, transformation. They may have undergone some sort of transformation, made some, you know, changes within their life, healed, or, you know, came to their senses, you know. But this person does have emotions for you. They do care about you. They do love you. And they want success with you. They want to see success with you. I think that's pretty good. I like this reading for Leo. Oh, I hope you do too, Leos. All right, so I'm going to go into Virgo's reading. So that was Leo's July 2026 reading. So let me get this cards ready. Excuse me. For Virgo. Virgo. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. Today I'm doing a Lenormand all signs reading. Right now I'm on Virgo. So I'm using the Lenormand deck to see what you need to look out for July 2026, as well as clarifying with tarot cards. So, Virgo. I'm not ready for Virgo yet. Okay, so Virgo, since I was doing my announcement. No questions, Miss Howard. I'm only doing the all signs reading. Okay, Virgo. Sorry. I'm going to be here a while. I don't have time for the questions. 58. No, let me put 59. Okay. So, okay, Virgo. Virgo. I didn't get a chance to do yes or no questions this week. So I may, tomorrow, I may go on live and do yes or no questions tomorrow. Okay? There's too many cards for Virgo. Virgo. I'm sorry, Virgo. Virgo. I'm gonna take these two cards. Another one, look at the bottom, okay. Clouds, doubt, hesitation, confusion, unclear, dark thoughts, negativity hidden. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. That's a neutral card. Cross, burden, trials, regret, sorrow, guilt, suffering, obstacles, beliefs, religion. Virgo, my gosh. Oh, I love this. Because you got the sun and the star. They came out together. That came out together for Virgo. Oh, okay, Virgo. 59. I'm going to put one out. No, 59. 50. For clouds. So some of you maybe, I don't know if some of you keep thinking about the past. You keep thinking about the past. There's a lot of confusion. You have cloudy thoughts, negative thoughts. You may be unsure about something. Or you could be holding back something, or thinking about something that you could have done that made you feel guilty. It could be something someone else that has done. You could be thinking about the loss of someone. And if you are, you have my condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss. Some of you may be having maybe questioning your faith, like wondering if whatever it is that you want is going to be given to you. I feel like now that I look at these cards, I don't know if some of you have been doing a lot of praying, like praying to God, to the angels, to spirit, to source, whoever you believe in, hoping that, praying for something, praying for some sort of miracle, for some sort of resolution, because you could be going through a difficult time and you may be burdened. You may have a lot of responsibilities. Feel like you're carrying a load on your own. You feel like you feel like you're doing everything on your own. Some of you may be feeling like you're on your own, but you're doing everything alone, on your own, without help. You've probably faced a lot of challenges and obstacles, and that's probably put you in this place where you're questioned, whether whatever it is that you want would ever come to you. So some of you may be in this place of doubt. But I feel like in July, things are going to be improving. And I think the whole point of this message for you, Virgo, is for you to continue to have faith. For you to not allow those cloudy thoughts, those fears, the negative things, the confusions, the uncertainty. Try not to let that plague your mind as much as you can. Do everything you can. Continue to keep the faith, but continue to do what you can on your end. It does say something about religion, but I don't really, maybe if you need help, you could probably reach out to religious institutions that could provide you support or resources that you may need, because some of you could be facing some sort of financial hardship and you may be able to find some help in that sense. But also some of you could definitely have been in this place where you have been praying, doing everything you can, keeping up the faith, but those clouds somehow want to come towards you, and you're probably trying to keep the faith. And I'm going to say to continue doing so, because I think something wonderful is going to be happening for you in July. If you've been putting a lot of time and effort towards something and you feel like your efforts have gone unnoticed, I feel like in July you're going to be you're going to be under a spotlight in July, and you're going to see some sort of wish come true. You can possibly get some sort of recognition. It could be a promotion. It could be a raise. It could be a wish come true. But it's all a matter of you continue to be optimistic and overcoming any negative thoughts or feelings that you may be experiencing. But I feel like it's more so thoughts, and they could be stemming from fears, not knowing what's going to happen, if what you want is going to happen, your wish is going to come true. And it's funny, July, so Leo season may be significant for you, Virgo, because July is Leo's, July is Cancer and Leo season, but the sun card would be Leo. So I feel like for some of you, this could have been something that you've been waiting on for a long time, and you've been trying to remain patient. And I think your faith has been what's been keeping you there, but it's like, don't allow the clouds to come and try to overshadow whatever faith you have. Okay. Look at this. The nine. I was shuffling wrong, and the Nine of Swords came out at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. Wait, let me make sure this. Wait a minute. Oh, the Nine of Swords flipped out. Yeah, I think that's your card right there because the rest of the cards are fine. Wait. Maybe they're not. But that one really, it's because the Nine of Swords is like, will definitely fall into the clouds, you know? Some of you could have been worried because you don't know what's going on. And Nine of Swords is like having those dark thoughts, those sleepless nights, you know, stressing out and stuff because of something. Some of you could just have those moments. I saw the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about spirituality, traditions, structures. Okay, so tell me more about this for the Virgos. What else do Virgos? A new beginning. Need to look at things from a different perspective. You have the King of Wands, the Queen. Why is that? Ooh, some of you may be a masculine, so. But the Queen of Wands. With the Hangman, that's Pisces. Fire sign energy with the Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, a new beginning. A new idea. Patience. Hangman is about patience because he has to suspend himself, but he's also gaining some sort of enlightenment. Yeah, but some of you have been in a period of waiting, and I feel like in July, whatever it is you've been waiting for, the wait is going to be over. And I definitely feel like it is going to be in Leo season. Leo season. When does Leo season start? I want to know the actual date. Leo season. I don't remember when the days, the Leo season dates. July 23rd, August 22nd. That's just, this is for July, the 23rd to the 31st may be significant. Let me see. 31. We have 31 here with the sun and 16. 16 July, even the 6th. So July 6th through the 31st may be significant. Like 6th, 31st, or the 16th. 6 of Swords. Like whatever you've been experiencing, those cloudy thoughts, you're going to be moving away from that. You're going to be moving towards peace, clarity. You're going to be seeing things from a new perspective, but you're also going to have some sort of new beginning where there's going to be growth. I don't know if some of you, it could be a new opportunity. I don't know if some of you are creatives, Virgo, where you're going to be getting that kind of recognition, that star recognition. I think for whatever it is that you're doing, you may have what they said, out on a limb. You went out on a limb. I don't know if, I definitely think it's Leo season. Hold on a moment. I went to turn the mic off and it just turned it showed the smart board. But I feel like some of you, whatever troubles you've been experiencing, you're going to be moving away from that. You're going to be getting the recognition that you deserve. If it has to do with work, it could be some sort of promotion where it may put you in a role of leadership. I think some of you have worked your magic on whatever it is that you want. And I say that because the Queen of Wands is someone who is, they say she's kind of witchy. So, but remember, prayers manifestations, intentions, they're all the same thing, you know, just different words, different verbiage for the same thing. So it's like your prayers are going to be heard, your prayers are going to be answered. And whatever it is that you're hoping for, your mind is going to be eased. And you're going to be seeing things from a different perspective. You know, you may be put in a place where you have to see things from a different perspective. I don't know if some of you are going to be moving into a new office. I'm imagining somebody like moving up to an office where they have an amazing view, you know, like they could see, you know, maybe even have a window in their office if they never had one before. Like a corner office or something like that. I don't know. Some of you may want that. But there's definitely, you're going to be getting the recognition. You know, some people may be changing the way they view you, how they perceive you. You know, this is where the recognition is going to come from their change of perspective on you. Even though you're not a fire sign energy, but the thing is, the Queen of Wands is someone who just attracts attention. So whatever it is that you're wanting, you're attracting it to you. Okay, just keep up the faith and don't let those cloudy thoughts get the best of you. Okay, Virgo? You know, and if you have to take time to yourself, disengage from anything that may be causing you stress, just so that you could reconnect to your purpose, reconnect to whatever your wish is, and let that be the main focus for yourself, you know. But look, Wheel of Fortune, it's like something positive is going to be happening for you, Virgo. So I wish you the best of luck in July, and I hope this reading resonates with you in the best way. I hope the readings resonated with all the signs in the best way possible. I know the first couple were a little rocky, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. When it comes to these readings, and you know what Forrest Gump says about the box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get, you know? You never know what you're going to get. Okay, so we're going to be going into Libra. So let me get these cards ready for Libra. Libra. Thank you so much for liking and possibly subscribing. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tan. I'm Artemis Oracle. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. And I'm doing a July 2026 reading for all signs. I just finished a reading for Virgo, and now I'm going to be heading into Libra's reading for July 2026. So let's see what Libra needs to look out for, what may be coming towards Leo. What does Leo need to know for July 2026? July 2026. For Libra 2026. Libra 2026. Libra, what does Libra need to know for July 2026? Libra. Oh. Okay, that card flipped. Okay, Libra, you got the snake card. Enemy, deceit, cheating, jealousy, envy, loss, treachery, setback, temptation. It's a Scorpio. Well, there's different phases of a Scorpio. And there's a stupid fly. I swore I killed one. Where the hell did this other one came from? Huh? Where did you come from, you dumb fly? I don't know. The fact that there's a fly around here, there's somebody that's watching you, spying on you, maybe jealous. Maybe it's somebody that's tempted by you. It could be anything with the snake. But I know the Lenormand deck has the snake as being neutral. And it doesn't say anything about healing, because snakes are about healing. Snakes are about transformation, changes, shifts, growth, right? Because snakes shed their skin. Yes, snakes are snakes, you know? But let's see. Whoa, this snake is a fucking snake. Devil. Shadow self, addiction, obsession, limits, dependency, lust, excess, materialism. Okay. I would say, and then you got man here. I don't know if you're a masculine energy, Libra, or you're dealing with a masculine, but like just beware of this man. Male querents, husband, male influence, masculine energy, male friend, relative. Aries, Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars. We have Capricorn with Saturn. And then we have Scorpio with Mars. Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. I would say you got Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aries. I'm going to try to read this two ways because I get like this. It's not automatic, but just because of the imagery, it does look negative. But I'm going to say this, Libra, some of you could be dealing with someone who may not be the most honest. Someone who could have ill intentions. There could be a bit of obsession. I don't know if you have an obsessive ex that may be a male, or you may be a male with an obsessive ex that's watching you. I don't know if you believe in this, like doing some sort of magic, you know, trying to maybe do some juju against you. Or maybe they're trying to get you back because they're of the obsession. But some of you could just be like, just beware of a toxic person. There may be a toxic person around you, Libra. It could be like I said, it could be you or a masculine energy. But this person could be trying to sabotage you in a way, may have the negative intentions towards you. This could be someone who may have stolen from you or may be planning to steal something from you. Now, in the other sense, I'm going to read it, is snake, devil, man. I think some of you could be working very hard on making certain changes in your life. Like, I'm gonna go back to the negative. Some of you could have been dealing with this could be an ex, somebody who's obsessive, but they're the one that did you wrong. They did you wrong. Hopefully it's not you that did somebody wrong and you're obsessing over them, because you know, remember, it goes both ways, you know. No sign is innocent, you know. We could either be guilty or not guilty. So some of you could be doing some sort of work on yourself, maybe very much focus on healing any doing some sort of shadow work on yourself so that you can heal any wounds, masculine wounds. I say wounds because he's doing that Napoleon Bonaparte pose, you know, like he has an ulcer type thing, you know. So for some of you, it could be that. You may be trying to heal some wounds that you have, masculine wounds, or wounds that you have with dealing with masculine energies. And it could also be woman, we embody, feminines embody masculine energy too. We have both. Remember, yin and yang, there's a balance. I give the best example I could think of is like when a woman is going after something, she has to be in her masculine energy. So she has to take action. Action is what men tend to do, you know? So that's why they say, oh, like women playing sports is like a man thing, but you know, sports is a man thing because no, it's like, it's taking action. Action tends to be things that men do, as women are feminines are supposed to be receiving, you know, right? But in reality, we embody both. You know, when we work, we have to take action. There's things that we have to do. We have responsibilities, you know, regardless of our being masculine or feminine, right? So some of you, feminine energies or masculine energies may be healing some sort of masculine wounds. Another thing is that some of you maybe need to watch out with getting over obsessed with like becoming a workaholic. I would say beware of that in July. Okay, Libra? Make sure that you have a nice balance. Make sure that you're not so much focused on took wrong cards. Overly like getting obsessed over something. It could be work, or make sure you're not getting obsessed over someone, or there could be some sort of obsessive energy around you. Okay, so let's see. Oh no, tell me about the snake card. Snake, we got the number 7. King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, and it says Scorpio there. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Oh, that's too many cards. That's too many. Tell me more about the snake. 4 of Swords, healing, and 10 of Pentacles. I don't know, some of you are healing from some sort of relationship you had with someone who may have been dishonest. It could have been a water sign, or it could have been somebody that you thought cared about you. But now you may be healing and very much focused on your finances. But this is why I was saying, be careful that you're not overworking, that you're not getting obsessed. You know, I don't know if some of you, this could be somebody at work too, that could have been trying to deceptive with you, maybe try to sabotage you. Saying about the devil? Yeah, probably try to keep you stuck. With the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, beware, there could be somebody around you that may be trying to block you from receiving some sort of success. But let's see what this man is. I want to know who this man is, though. That card just flew out. It somersaulted. Two of Pentacles. So this is about going with the flow, balancing. Nine of Wands. Wounded Warrior. And that card flew out. The Star. With Temperance. See, I feel like some of you, if you're being a workaholic, and beware of that in July, make sure that you have a nice work-life balance, that you're making time to have fun and not just focused on like being obsessed about reaching some sort of achievement, but beware of that too. Somebody may be trying to sabotage you. That may not resonate with everybody. So please remember to take the messages as they resonate, because everybody's situation is different. You may not have, some people may not even have somebody trying to sabotage them. They may just simply need to work things out within themselves, or some people do, Somebody could have been born the year of the snake. That may be significant. We have the Star with healing, wish fulfillment, right? But the Two of Pentacles with the 9, it's like whatever you're doing, yes, continue to do the work, but don't give up. But remember to make sure to take time to balance, to go with the flow, not be overly controlling. I don't know if some of you have Capricorn in your chart, if that's for you. Or some of you, like I'm looking, male parent, husband, male influence, masculine energy, male friend, relative. Now that I'm saying that, also beware of somebody trying to interfere with your connection, your relationship. I don't know if some of you have a really good relationship, and there may be somebody who's jealous and may want to sabotage that. And I don't know if it's where if you're married, where your partner works, because it could be a masculine or a feminine energy that's being the temptress. But it's like, but out of that, if it's not that, that's a side message. Some of you if you're very much focused on some sort of healing or some sort of project or success that you're trying to achieve, make sure to not get stuck in the details, avoid any conflict and controversy, arguments, be in integrity with what you're doing. Don't try to cut any corners, but also beware of anybody who may be trying to get you out of integrity. You may be finding somebody who's out of integrity. You may be calling that out. That could possibly be another situation too. But with the Two of Pentacles, remember that balance. Don't overwork yourself. Continue to work forward. Learn from what you've experienced, but continue to move forward, but do so in a balanced way, not where you're like being overly controlling and hyper fixated, on whatever wish you're trying to manifest for yourself. You need to moderate your actions, moderate your emotions. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're nurturing yourself, pouring into yourself, not only into what you're wanting. Yeah, you may feel like, oh, I'm doing this because I'm doing it for myself, but you could also be burning yourself out, and you may be stressing yourself out. So it's important for you to make sure to take time to rest, take time to heal, take time to reflect, transmute wherever you need to. Trying to think if there's anything else. I see the Empress. That's you, Libra. Okay, so Empresses don't stress themselves out. Just allow yourself to take a break, because the Empress, the devil is constantly working. They say, you always hear this, right? The devil's always working to make us sin, to tempt us and stuff like that, right? But sometimes you need to take a break, You You don't always have to. You can work hard, but then you still need to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're resting. So definitely make sure that you're allowing yourself to get enough sleep. That hopefully you're not putting yourself in the place where you're getting insomnia. You know, but definitely know that whatever you're doing, it's okay for you to rest. Some of you need to hear this. It's okay for you to take a rest. It's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to sit down and appreciate and enjoy any success you've already achieved. Not get too hyper focused on what the next goal is, because that could be what some of you are doing. You know, allow yourself to savor whatever success whatever comforts you created for yourself, whether it comes with your finances and within your home. You know, just rest in your laurels a little before you get hyper fixated on something. Okay. Now, but I will also say that if there is somebody negative around you, whether it is someone trying to sabotage you, just someone being net toxic, or even someone trying to interfere with your relationship, just do what you can to protect and avoid, and just remain guarded to protect your connection, protect whatever it is that you want, protect your wish, protect your home, protect your finances, against this negative energy that may be trying to come towards you. But remember, this negative energy could be what's already inside of you and it's starting to manifest, or it could be something that's external. Okay, so I hope that reading was helpful for you, Libra. And now I'm gonna go into Scorpio. Scorpios. Let me shuffle these cards first. Whew, I need a break. Let me drink my drink. It's 7:30 here in New York City. Whew, hope everybody's doing well. It's hard for me to like do all these readings, so I can see why people end up doing like 3 or 4 or 5 hour live streams when they give like really thorough readings. But it's like you had to keep the energy up, you know. I didn't even put subscriber mode on, so thank you so much for liking, possibly subscribing. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. And right now I'm going to be doing, I'm heading into Scorpio's July 2026 reading. And see what the Scorpios need to know at this time. I'm starting off with Lenormand deck. So this is it's a Lenormand and Tarot card reading. Okay. I need to ground myself. All right. So tomorrow I'm gonna do yes or no questions. I wasn't able to do it today. I was supposed to do it on Monday, but I didn't get a chance to. So let's see, what does the collective need to know? See, I'm usually doing collective readings, so no. This is Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, what does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? We got the Anchor card coming out for Scorpio. Sorry, gotta fix my ring. Anchor. This it's funny because I'm a Scorpio, right? And I was talking about how I like anchors. Safety, stability, fixed, enduring, stuck, consistent, stubborn, long-term. Capricorn, long time. Saturn is the planet. So Anchor. And then ship. Travel, long distance, rural location, change, vacation, movement, foreign. Aries, Jupiter. It says time frames. I didn't even read the time frames for anybody, but this is supposed to be for July 2026. So I'll read them when I feel called to. But since I'm mentioning it, with the Anchor card is a long time, so that's indicating something that has taken a long time, something that may take a long time. 3 days, weeks, and months, but this is supposed to be for July 2026. So this could be like within the first 3 days of July, 3 weeks of July or within a month of July, or it could be something that you're starting and it may take months to see some sort of change. And then stork, improvements, change, birth, renewal, newness, pregnancy, transition. 17 days, spring. Spring already passed. So 17 days, July 17th, possibly. But this card is number 17 as well, stork. Storks are about, like, you know, you know, when we're little, we know that the storks supposedly brought us to our parents. That's before they had to explain to us how it really works. Oh, the bird is just come and bring you to me. We just hatched out of an egg or something, you know, and they just gave us to our parents, delivered us. I always wonder what, I have to look that up. Why they chose a stork as the bird to. Okay, for Scorpio. Anchor, safety, stability, fixed, enduring, stuck, consistent. So some of Scorpios may be feeling like it's time for some sort of change, maybe desiring and travel. Ships, they tend to be like, take a long time. So this is like long distance travel. In July. So I don't know, in July, Scorpios, and if any of you are planning to travel, you're just needing a change of pace, you may be moving away, deciding to make a long distance move, or you may be visiting somewhere foreign, or some of you may be considering transitioning, like leaving one place to go to another, like becoming a citizen. But it's definitely some sort of transition going on in your life. That's been a long time coming. Definitely a long time, because like traveling on a ship is a long distance. And it does say long distance. A long time coming. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I want to clarify each card. I want to know what the anchor is for Scorpio for July 2026. It's the Knight of Cups. That's Scorpio's, the water signs court card. 8 of Swords. Okay. Tell me more about the anchor. Magician. Okay. I think some of you have been waiting for something for, like I said, a long time. It could be some sort of offer that may be tied to something that you really love, or it's something that you're thinking about going after, something that you may be going after that you really love, a passion. It can even be a person, but you may have been like very stuck in your head about how to move forward with it, with the 8 of Swords coming out. But it's like, I feel like it's like saying July may be the best time, might be a right time for you to start taking some sort of action. And you having that realization, I see 7:17 there on the clock. Having that realization that you already have everything you need to go after whatever it is that you desire, whatever your heart desires. You know, you've done enough thinking, you've played enough mental mind trap games with yourself. Now it's time to put action in those ideas. You know, maybe some of you have been considering different ways of approaching something, but you kind of got trapped in your head, and that's kind of brought some sort of stagnancy. But now it's time for you to start moving. It's time for you to lift that anchor and start moving that ship. Start moving your ship, you know? Okay. Now, tell me about ship. Travel, long distance, relocation. We got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is also a card about travel. Experiencing new things. Those 2 cards want to come out. Let me look at the bottom. King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. We got the 5 of Swords, the Strength card with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like it's time to move on from whatever conflict you may have been experiencing, whatever games you may have been playing with your own mind, playing with your life, or even playing with somebody. And now it's time for you to, and also to like remove any confusion or any, I want to say something about like, it could be about your perception of things. You know, it could be you letting your mind keep you trapped. And we did have the Eight of Swords coming out. So it's like now getting out of your head and into your heart. You know, I don't know if some of you have been negotiating with yourself about how to do certain things, and that's kind of kept you in this stuck position. And now it's time to make some sort of movement, take some sort of movement with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like July is going to be an opportune time for you to do something. So it's time for you to, if you have any conflict, try to resolve that, whether it's within yourself or with other people, and tame your fears, tame your insecurities, tame that beast within you, and, you know, start going after whatever it is that you want. The King of Wands is someone who went after what he wanted and he got it. So what this is saying is like, you can get it too. It's just a matter of what action are you planning to take. You spend enough time thinking, wishing, dreaming about it. I saw the Four of Swords come out. I did not fart. That was the chair. I have cards falling out. Look at the cards I see. Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. It's like you God knows how long you kept yourself stuck there. You could have been, and please, if that's you and whatever it is that you wanted to do, that you know it will like fulfill you emotionally, and you reach that point, don't get mad at yourself for taking too long. Don't get mad at yourself. Okay, everybody goes through this process. It happens to a lot of people where they don't take any movement, and then when they finally start doing things and they see things start to move smoothly for them, they're like, why did I wait so long to do this? But who's to say that if you did it before, it would move as smoothly as it is moving now? You know, I had a hard time saying smoothly. That's not a word. Smoothly and moving. So who's to say that if you tried to do this before, that it would have been an opportune time? Maybe right now in July 2026 is going to be an opportune time. You know, it's like, don't miss the boat. I don't know, some of you are going on a cruise. Don't miss the boat, okay? Some of you may be considering going on a cruise. There may be an opportunity for you to go on a cruise. If that is, don't miss that opportunity either. Especially if it's someone else is paying for it. Or if it's just like really affordable, it's a good deal. Okay, like the Stork card now. I'm just checking the time. The Stork, tell me about the Stork. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Love, care, emotions. But it says improvements, change, birth, renewal, newness, pregnancy, transition. It's time to get out of your head and into your heart. Yeah, yes. Look at this. Yeah. Like you follow your heart and you're going to see success, and you're going to see your wish fulfillment for yourself, Scorpio. You know? But it's just a matter of you doing that. Let's get out of your comfort zone. Okay? Stop. Get yourself unstuck. Peel yourself off that couch and get moving. You know, start making plans, start taking actions. And remember, it always starts with one step. One step allows there to be another step. Just move forward, you know? Move forward. You never know what's going to happen, but you won't know that until you try. You know, so if this in July is like something that you've been thinking about, something you've been thinking about pursuing, it could be anything. It could be school. It could be work. It could even be a person, you know, for whatever it is. It's been a long time coming, and you've kept yourself stuck and stagnant long enough, and it's time for you to start taking action and realize the power that you have within you and around you, with your resources, within you, with your intellect, your ideas, your passion, your love, your care, your intellect. And I said that already, but your ideas, your intellect, your logic, your beliefs. But just as long as it's like not those beliefs that limit you. If it's that, release that from yourself. Don't keep yourself stuck. You've been stuck long enough, you know? And no longer negotiate with yourself. Start to take chances, you know? Be brave. Go after whatever it is you want, because fortune favors the brave, they say, right? And If you following your heart, you can never go wrong. You know, success lies on the other side of that. And so is a wish fulfillment. But it's all a matter of you getting yourself out of this comfort zone that you may be in and start moving, even if it's moving slowly, but movement counts. The Knight of Pentacles is considered the slowest moving knight, but he's moving still. He's not sitting on the recliner, holding on to his 4 pennies, rubbing them together, hoping a wish would come true. No, he's on his horse. He got dressed. He put his outfit on. He has his little knight in shiny armor shit, and he's going forward. He's chasing that, whatever it is, whatever that pentacle means to him, whatever it is that he values, that he cares, that he wants to grow and build, and you know that will bring him stability. You know, and some of you could have experienced some sort of setbacks and disappointments in the past, but you're supposed to learn from them, learn from those experiences, and move forward, charge forward, you know, so you can go chase that success, you know, go chase that success and trust your intuition. You already know what it is that you need to do, okay? And allow yourself to be seen, recognized, be a star, and know that you have the authority, the power to create the life you want, to go after the life you want, you know, but it's all a matter of what are you willing to do? What are you willing to release? What are you, you know, willing to go after? You know, what are you willing to risk? You know, like I said, fortune favors the brave, Scorpio. So I hope this message helps you, motivates you in some way, Scorpio, to go after whatever it is that you want, and to even if stability is something that you want, it's something you still have to take action on. Stability isn't just sitting down and being content and complacent with the life you already have, you know, because eventually it gets to the point where you're not going to be satisfied and you're going to want more, and then that's where you're going to be forced to. But July is looking like a time for you to start taking some sort of action. So I hope this reading resonates with you in the best way, Scorpio. Sending you lots of love. I have to say that because you're my Scorpio brother or sister, you know? Okay, we're gonna go into Sagittarius. 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 What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius 142. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tad. I'm your reader. Let's see what you need to look out for July 2026. Okay. Okay, you got the snake card. Some of you could have been born the year of the snake. Wow. I looked at the bottom of the deck. Hammer. Sagittarius, your ruling planet is Jupiter. Thor has the hammer, right? So snake, enemy, deceit, cheating, jealousy, envy, loss, treachery, setback, and temptation. Scorpio, you may have Scorpio in your chart. I'm going to note the dates. It says 7 days, weeks, months. July is the 7th month. So the 7th may be significant. 19 days, weeks, months. And then we have Taurus or Capricorn, right? Capricorn, Saturn, and Taurus and Jupiter, 15 days, 6 to 8 months. So I know it says 6 to 8 months, but it could be something, if you're starting something in July, then it could take, you could see certain changes or growth or improvements within 6 to 8 months. Okay. With the hammer card, it says work, fixing, working on it, weapon, punishment, warrior, creation, and building. And the bear, power, boss, leadership, strength, bully, stability, forceful, protective influence. So the Tower card, isolation, legal, structure, restrictions, ego, authority, lonely, standing out. Let me just look at these cards because you know, the snake card, it says enemy, deceit, cheating, jealousy. Yes, snakes can mean that. But for me as a reader, I also look at what snakes signify. And that's healing, shedding old skin, transformation, a change, a shift within oneself, growing. I see the lotus there. So some of you may have overcome certain situations where you've experienced deceit, where there could have been a deceitful person or a situation that may have been built on lies with the Tower card. The Tower is supposed to be a structure that stands tall, that is unbreakable. But if it's built on a faulty foundation, it's one that can collapse. There could be some sort of personal healing with ego. You could be feeling restricted within yourself and needing somewhere to expand. Jupiter is about expansion. Sagittarius is about travel and openness and good fortune, luck, growth. So some of you, I don't know if some of you are outgrowing a certain situation because you feel like you've outgrown it. Or you feel like whatever situation you're dealing with, it could be within work, it could be within your community, it could be within relationships, your friendships, your personal, like romantic relationships, or even with the family, people that you're connected with, acquaintances. But since we have the Hammer here, I'm thinking it's more so work. It could be work. I think some of you may have been trying to fix something that probably cannot be fixed, and it may be time for you to cut your losses and to look to see what else is out there for you. And it could be within a relationship itself, or it could be within work, because there may be a lot of toxicity within where you're working, or there could just be a very toxic person, or you could be the toxic person, Sagittarius. Like, remember, in my channel, you could either be you could either be guilty or not guilty, But the Hammer card is like, I don't know if this whole thing was supposed to be a lesson for you. You may be in the process of creating something new for yourself so that you can be a boss. And it's something that you are trying to create. You're trying to put together with a Hammer card. You're trying to put it together. You're trying to build it right now. It's like it's under construction. I saw the construction sign. I saw a yellow sign, and then I was like, I know it's not yield. I know it's not that sign, and I know it's not. And I was like, okay, it's the caution sign. The caution sign, because there's you have to be careful. You do have to be careful with the hammer. You got to be careful that you don't destroy something. And maybe some of you are worried that you can destroy something that's already been established, something that's already been built. But the thing is, if it's on faulty foundation, then it's going to collapse, whether it's because of you or somebody else. I don't know if some of you feel like if you were to move away from a situation, that things will fall apart. So you feel like you have to stick it out. I don't know where the hell that message came from, but maybe it's just like you've been enduring something. I say maybe a lot because I don't like pushing ideas on people, I say maybe because everybody's situation is different, I can't say this for certain because I'm reading for so many different people. And I don't really want to be saying this, you. That's why I say you may, because it may not resonate with you. It may resonate with you, So I saw a reader say that. I was like, I know why I say it. I know why I say maybe. Because not everybody's situation is the same, And this is about you, Sagittarius. So I'm not even going to have a conversation about that. So let's see what the snake card is. What is the snake for Sagittarius? I don't know if it's a new opportunity that may be tempting, but it may not be all it's cracked up to be. I guess I'm telling the truth. And I think that you're seeing the truth too. It could have been an opportunity that you took, and now you're seeing things very clearly that you got this awesome, seemingly awesome opportunity, but then you're like, wow, this place is crap. So some of you may be having that realization. And the bear card, you got, yeah, Six of Swords, you know. Some of you may be considering, like, let me see that, because the Six of Swords with the bear, maybe you want to move towards a place where you can be a leader, somewhere where you feel that there's more stability. Yeah. What did I tell you about the Tower? Faulty foundation. Yeah, because you see, you're starting to see things are starting to deteriorate with something. You're seeing something is deteriorating and you're like, okay, I think it's time for me to jump ship, you know, really jump on another ship and like row away for whatever the hell that is. You know? But let's see. Yeah, because you want to, I think some of you just like saying, oh yeah, I see the writing on the wall. I think it's time for me to start looking up at other opportunities. So some of you maybe, I don't know if you're collaborating with other people, but like, yeah, I don't know if I want to stay here, you know, like yeah, maybe we should like head out, like, because I see this is like the ship is going down and I don't want to go down with it, you know. You're like, I'm just a passenger, I'm not a captain, you know, and you don't feel the need to go down with the ship, you know. Now I'm thinking about the Titanic. Didn't the captain stay on the ship, or isn't that what captain's supposed to do? I have no idea. But it definitely has to do with work. Yeah, there's too much stuff going on. Look at this. Look what we got here. The Judgment card. I mean, the World card. This is the end. Some of you are like deciding to leave, to end the situation. It doesn't have to be, I want to know, the, well, King of Wands is Sagittarius too. It's Leo, Sagittarius. And my cards are mixed up. Let me fix this. Five of Cups. Situation could have been disappointing, and you're just like, yeah, let me learn as much as I can before I jump, like I leave. It could be that. But I want to know more about this. Yeah, I feel like it has to do with a job. Definitely a job. I don't know. Some of you are like dealing with somebody who was a bully. And that could be the snake energy, but then you could be like a very protective person. I love this card, the bear. I like that it came out with this reading. So I want to know about this hammer. Tell me about the hammer. It says work, fixing, working on it, weapon, punishment, worry. I don't know if some of you felt like you were being punished. Like having to work, where are you working or what you're dealing with? I don't feel like it's a relationship so much. I feel like it's work. Yeah, I think some of you are already planning to make some sort of move, and July may be when you make that some sort of decision. There possibly could be a new opportunity coming to you. But I would say if there is a new opportunity, beware of a new opportunity that may seem like it's all like it's everything you dreamed it would be, because Sagittarius, it may not be all it's cracked up to be. Okay? Do as much research, get as much information as you can before you take some sort of opportunity to make sure that it's one that is going to provide you stability and structure. That's going to allow you, you know, to show your strength, show what you have to offer, you know. So I would say be careful of that. It could be a new opportunity coming towards you that may be very, very tempting. Okay. Yeah. Look, 3 of Cups with the 5 of Cups, and then the 10 of Swords. Yeah, something that. Yeah, something definitely is coming to an end because it's no longer satisfying. You lost your taste for it, and you're looking forward and looking towards what's going to bring you happiness. You know, you're thinking about what your next steps are to bring you happiness, stability, abundance, and put you in that leadership role, possibly if that's something you desire. So that's something to look out for, you know. I mean, it could be a love situation, but it could be. You will know more than I do, since I don't know your story and I don't know who's watching, but I hope that reading resonates with you in the best way possible, Sagittarius. Into Capricorn next. I need a little break. Hi, Become. How are you? Oopsie. Okay. So right now, I'm gonna go into Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate you all for being here. And thank you for passing by. Let's see. What does Capricorn need to know? 155. 155. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Child, naive, new beginning, immature, young, inexperienced, innocence, children, new. 5th house, that's Leo's house. 13 days, weeks, 1 year, and the moon. So some of you could have a Leo moon, Capricorn. Hammer. I saw this card at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. I actually flipped over, but I was like, no, I'm not ready. Hammer it could be new beginning with work, new beginning. You may be creating something new. Maybe you're working on creating a family. You got 2 cards here with the clover and clouds. So the hammer, work, fixing, working on a weapon, punishment, warrior, creation, building, fire signs in the works, and Mars. And then we have clover, which is a lucky card, you know, clover, luck, fortune, success, surprise, win, opportunity, second chances, and unexpected. And the Sagittarius, 2 days, weeks, months, and Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, luck, fortune, and clouds, doubt, hesitation, confusion, unclear, dark thoughts, negativity, and hidden. I hope some of you aren't like having those ideas that you don't deserve what good is coming towards you, Capricorn. I doubt that because you put in enough work. You're hardworking people. But Capricorn people are still people, and they may have, hopefully you don't have any imposter syndrome issues. Remember, you worked for it. You did the work. You know, it's not something that was handed to you. There was no nepotism for whatever, because Capricorns are hardworking people. You know, it's nice to know people who help you along the way, but you have to have some sort of reputation, right? Even though we know some people get jobs and they did good. I'm glad you got rid of that imposter. You killed the imposter. So it's looking like there could be some sort of new opportunity coming towards you, or it could be my nose is bothering me. Is that something that's a new opportunity that's in the works? It could be something that you're doing that's in the works, but you could have a bit of uncertainty about whether it's going to work out for you or not. If it's going to be favorable, or you're going to reach some sort of success with it. But the only way you can really find out is if you follow through with it, you know? I mean, there may be some challenges you may face, but I feel like hopefully it's not coming up. It's not challenges that you're creating in your own mind, you know, that aren't coming up because of whatever you're doing. Like they're arising on their own, but hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's just you get over those negative thoughts. Hopefully no fears of failure. But there could be certain challenges that you may face, but it's all a matter of your attitude towards it, you know? How can you really appreciate something if it comes too easy for you, you know? Usually people take things for granted, you know? Hi, PG, how are you? Okay, let's see. So the child is like a new beginning. I don't think this has to do with a child at all, but it could be you are creating something new, or you may be doing something new that has you in this childlike energy, in the sense that it's unfamiliar to you. The child you could think of as the fool, someone who's experiencing something new, different, going somewhere they've never experienced before. So there is a bit of naivety, there's inexperience, and having the need to learn something new, you know? So I want to know what this child card is, though. Actually, I'm gonna just do a 3-card spread. I mean, like, just see what tarot cards come out. I don't want to have like a fixed. I don't like really doing that so much. What's reading? We got 3 cards. We got a King and of Wands and Cups showing up. I did say full energy. Full is Aries energy, fire sign energy. With having a change of perspective, looking at things from a different perspective. Maybe you're looking at things from, I'm thinking about the familiarization. And that's when you detach from any of your preconceived notions, experiences about something specific, so that you can look at things from a different perspective. So you could be, maybe you're looking at something that you probably done in the past, or it could be something totally new and different, or you may be taking a different approach. Maybe trying to do, I don't know, it's like, hopefully it's not like reinventing the wheel, because sometimes that doesn't really work out, you know? Maybe it does, sometimes it does, you know? But it could, it has, I think it's something that, it's tied to something that you're passionate about with the King of Wands, something that you're creating, you're building yourself, but it's also something that you love, that fulfills you emotionally, you know? You feel good doing it, you know? And some of you could be considering, like, okay, if I want to do something new, what is it that I can do, that I like, that I enjoy, that I have fun doing, that is my own? Like, or you could be thinking about, like, okay, how can I create something out of something that I care about and that I enjoy doing? It's like some of you are like, maybe, because I see a chameleon there. So you're transforming something, you're changing, you're adapting something. Maybe you're trying to adapt something. Because a chameleon, he changes to adapt to the environment he's in. So I think this is like you, if it's something new, you're trying to adapt to whatever new you're experiencing. But I feel like it has to do with finances and it has to do with work. The 8 of Wands came out. Yep, shapeshifter. 8 of Wands. Hammer of work fixing. So the 8 of Wands is a fast-moving energy. And this is for July 2026. You see this? Look at this. That freaking card attacked me. You saw this, right? Can I press charges? Look, the Wheel of Fortune. With the clover, you got the clover here. Like, I think whatever it is that you're going to find, like your secret recipe, your secret sauce. And then once you follow through and put in the work, things are going to shift very quickly for you, but favorably, with the Wheel of Fortune coming out. And then you have the, oh my gosh. With the Star card, I'm covering her toddies, okay? Look at that, the Star card. It's like you're going to be moving quickly, very quickly, moving forward quickly with fulfilling some sort of wish. I don't know if this is a childhood wish. For some of you, it could be a dream come true. Something that you wanted when you were a child that's actually now coming to fruition. And it could be outside of work. It could just be a wish that you've always had that's finally manifesting from when you were younger. And the Page of Wands, look at that. And I was talking about when you were younger. It could be when you were younger, like a teenager, maybe adolescence. That was the chair, that was not me. The 5 of Cups came out. Okay, I can see. I think some of you could have that fear that I hope, maybe this is something you experienced. Maybe you tried this in the past and it wasn't successful. And then that could be where this cloudy thoughts are coming from. Like you could be afraid that, if you try something again, but you may try a different approach with it. What if it doesn't turn out successful? Because this is what I got. You know, what if I do it again? What if I try again? What if I start again? But what if I don't know if you experienced some sort of failure in the past So I feel like you could be revisiting something that you considered doing when you were younger. But the thing is, this card flipped over. I don't know if it will. I'm going to show it the Empress, but I feel like this time around it's going to work out, you know? It's going to work out in your favor. Okay, what else can we find out about this for Capricorn? Oh, my hair is getting crazy. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, you have to move away from those thoughts. Move away from the past. The past is the past. You learn from the past, now it's time to move forward. You know, whatever you experienced in the past, and it doesn't have to be when you were younger. It could have been just a past attempt, and now you feel ready to attempt whatever it is that you tried before. You're ready to reattempt it. But you know more. You know what worked, what didn't work. You thought about the changes, the tweaks that you can make that could possibly make this work out, but it's looking like it's going to. It's just a matter of you putting in the work and not, it's putting in the work. Just don't let those doubts get in the way. Remember, failure is first attempt in learning, right? Look at the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. You're going to see things clearly. You know, cut through any confusion that you have, any fears, any, cloudy thoughts, negative thoughts, limiting thoughts. Cut through that and move past the disappointment. Cut out the disappointment, process. You've already processed. Because, this is what the Hangman does. He takes the time out to process, to look at things from a different perspective. You've done this, so there's really no reason for you to get stuck in whatever confusion or negativity, dark thoughts, or even to hesitate that success is possible. You know more, you're wiser, and it's just a matter of you taking the necessary actions. And see? It's like it's basically start. Whatever it is you're thinking, however long you've already taken, July is going to be a good time for you to start this, Capricorn. So I hope this reading was helpful to you in the best way possible. I hope this was helpful. I didn't really get love in that. I don't think it was love. I think it was more so career, building something new. Okay. Ooh, I got a headache. Yes. Deuces, peace out. You got your reading, now you're out, shapeshifter. Oh. Let me see. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay, shapeshifter, thank you for keeping me warm while you were here. Deuces. Deuces. See, just like a man, he gets what he wants and then he leaves. You man. That trumpet card likes to make an appearance. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh. Okay. Hold on a moment. Okay, for Aquarius, PG, are you here for Aquarius? Okay. All right, Aquarius. If you've been going through a challenging time right now, there's going to be some sort of communication, some good news that you're going to be receiving that's going to make you very happy. Okay. Okay, so you have a letter here, which is about communication. It says message, documents, news, mail, text, contract, communication, expression. Gemini, 27 days, 27th day, and Mercury. So this reading is for July 2026 for Aquarius. Let's see. I'm going to put to 10. All right. Bouquet. A gift, joy, beauty, happiness, blossoming, appreciation, invitation, and attention. Virgo, 29 days, spring, and Jupiter. So bouquets, this is a really positive card. It's like an unexpected gift, an unexpected surprise. It's a token of appreciation. And then cross, burden, trials, regret, sorrow, guilt, suffering, obstacles, beliefs, religion. 12th house, which is Pisces house. Timings, have patience, and Pluto. So some of you may have been waiting for something for a significant amount of time. It may have been a very trying time for you, but I don't know if you put out some sort of application, a request or inquiry. And now that news is coming in, and it's going to kind of help lighten any sort of stress that you may have been experiencing. Like it could be you finding out something about finances, like maybe some sort of settlement. It could be some money being returned to you. It could be some sort of approval. But let's clarify. Oh, when I split the deck, you have I didn't split the deck yet, but I saw the it doesn't matter what I saw before, because you got the star card here with the sun. So it's like something really, you're going to be receiving positive news in July that's just going to help relieve any burdens that you may have been experiencing. But it doesn't have to be an actual burden. It could be more so like a reassurance, but it could actually be something that's going to help you with a certain situation. Look at that, Judgment, when I split the deck. It could be a legal settlement. It could be taxes. It could be a rebate. It could be a refund. It could be a grant. Okay, let's see. Yeah, some sort of communication is coming. It's going to be coming unexpectedly too. It's 27 days, 27th day. That's like the end of July. Or 27th may be significant to you. I don't know if your birthday's on the 27th, Aquarius. So that would, what would that be? That would not be February. Would that be January 27th? Is that the beginning of... I need to have a little chart with the dates of the signs, because Pisces season starts in February. And my brother, he's a Pisces, and his birthday is on the 27th. So it wouldn't be, that would not be February 27th. So it could be January 27th. I don't know if that's somebody's birthday. Aquarius. All right. So Pisces season. Now I'm thinking about Pisces season. Thank you, PG, for putting your sign in. I'm thinking about Pisces right now. All right, so now the source. Well, you said you have Pisces, you have Aquarius in your chart. So, wow. I don't know. Are you waiting to reconcile with somebody, Aquarius? Because it seems like somebody's wanting to reconcile with you. They may be communicating. It doesn't have to be a old-fashioned letter with a wax seal. You know, it could be like a text message. It could be a DM. Yeah, somebody is coming very unexpectedly to you, Aquarius, wanting to bring some sort of resolution, bring peace into a partnership. It could be. You got the Two of Cups coming out. Two of Cups could be friendship. It could be a partnership. It could be a romantic relationship. Temperance is reconciliation, healing, moderation, peace, balance. But Three of Cups. This person, you may be getting some sort of invitation. And remember, the bouquet is an invitation. So I'm going to put that with the bouquet card. You're getting some sort of invitation from someone who is wanting to reconcile with you. Oh, excuse me. 27 may be significant to you. I see 27, 27, 27. Got the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah. Yes. That's true. The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The bouquet, gift, joy. Okay, invitation. With the Four of Pentacles, that's usually someone who's feeling stable, secure, but someone who's in a comfort zone, someone who really is at a place where they kind of don't want to move. I don't know if, Aquarius, I don't know if some of you were dealing with an Aries, because I see a ram in the sky, and the ram is Aries energy. But then we have a lion head up here. We see a lion head up here, so Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know, some of you were dealing with a fire sign energy. Sagittarius is Temperance. Two of Cups is supposed to be Cancer and Venus. But I have Leo there. Well, July is Cancer and Leo season, so Three of Cups. This person may want to invite you out. I think there could be a bit of hesitancy on your part with the Four of Pentacles. Or some of you may just be at this very comfortable place. You may not even, this invitation may come out of nowhere. You may be sitting pretty, like, oh, yeah, I like the way my life is. I have everything I want. I'm secure. I'm stable. I'm comfortable, you know. But then this person might get you moving. Or this person causes some sort of shift in your energy. I don't know what that shift is. Because, you know, like if it's somebody from the past, some of you may not be wanting this. But the Tower card, I don't know if there was some sort of a collapse, a breakdown in communication, a breakdown but this person, I don't know if this is somebody you were married to before, where you and there was, maybe this person doesn't want your this could be a no contact situation for all I know. It could be a no contact and somebody's resurging, coming back from the dead. I don't know if there was some sort of, but the fact that the Tower card came on reverse, it's like somebody doesn't want something to fall apart. They want to keep it together. They want to keep it together. I have the King of Cups here. Oh yeah, oof. It sounds like it's not a good shift. Like like I remember, like I feel why you're my ex. I feel it while you're my ex. I don't have to know it. I feel it. Okay, let's see the Tower with the cross. Yeah, I think this person, hopefully this is, because has different situations. Sometimes people don't want people for the past to come back. Some people do. So it's like, this is why you gotta take the message as it resonates. Like some of you, like the cross could be like, if you don't want this person to come back, it's like you're doing that little vampire thing, like spraying holy water on them because you don't want them to come back because you're like, yeah, you were nothing but burdens and stress. I regret our relationship, you know? But so, or this person could be coming back because there is some sort of regret that they have about, and they don't want a relationship to collapse. They don't want it to fall apart. You know, they could be seeing the truth. They could be taking accountability. They could be wanting to bring justice, wanting to restore trust, faith, loyalty in some way. It could be that. Four of Swords. There may have been a period of like this person may have been resting, taking a break, and now, but they're now like coming back for the dead. Because if this is like a no contact situation, yeah, they're coming back. I don't know if it may have been 4 weeks that this person, you haven't heard from this person. I'm thinking 4 weeks. It could, I don't think it's more than that though. If it's no contact, it could be 4 months. 4 years, that's too damn long. Like, but there be people waiting. There be people waiting years. Tommy's coming back. Tommy. You know, and they already lost all their teeth. They have 12 pieces of hair left in their scalp. Tommy will come back. Look at the Empress here. Yeah, abundance. I don't know, like, I was thinking that some of you could have been married to this person. You could have been married to this person. You could have had a child with this person, with the Empress energy. But you are in this place where if this person tried to upend your life, or them leaving, or them, no, I think that when they come back, you're going to be in a completely different energy. Like you're like very confident in yourself. You are complete in yourself. And whatever this person, if they trying to make, they can't come with little penny offers, you know, they gotta come with the big guns, you know. But this person could be coming back for clarity, wanting to bring clarity, wanting to bring truth, wanting to have an honest, open communication about why they may have disappeared, why there was a break in communication, if it's a no contact situation, or this person has now like gotten out of resting, like they may have been contemplating what went wrong in the connection. And that's why they're resurging and wanting to come back, reconcile, make amends, whatever it is. I mean, a person could apologize, but that doesn't mean you have to take them back, you know? Because remember, it's our choice to accept somebody back into our lives or not. That's a choice. But some of you could have been dealing with an air sign energy. Well, you are an air sign. You could be imparting some sort of truth to them. You may be letting them know, like, no, you caused enough burdens, stress in my life. Or, you know, this is what you did when you left. You caused this. You know, you could be communicating that to this person. Let me see if there's anything else to 10. Nope, I think that's it for Aquarius. I hope that really was helpful in some way or another. If it was, please like, share, subscribe, Aquarius. So now I'm going to go into the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces. Pisces. Let me get these cards really shuffled up. But I don't know, I feel like this is that reading was more positive because the bouquet is, so I feel like for some of you, it's more positive than negative, you know? But there may have been issues that need to be addressed because the cross card is neutral and the letter card is neutral. But with the bouquet, it's positive. So it depends on your situation. All right. Try to put this card in random places. Okay, so now we're gonna go into Pisces. Oh, you're welcome, PG. You're welcome, Dana. So that's for July 2026. What does Pisces need to know for July 2026? What does Pisces need to know for July 2026? I'm trying to figure out the timestamp. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Bouquet came. Oh, wow, devil. Lilies, okay. That's the first time that card came out. You got the bouquet, gift, joy, beauty, happiness, blossoming, appreciation, invitation, attention. Hold on a minute. Last thing you need was me. I fall off a chair on live stream. Oh my God, that'd be so embarrassing. Okay. Bouquet, devil, and wisdom. Louise, wisdom, sex, maturity, and experience sex. Like a virgin. Hey! Wisdom, sex, maturity, experience, older person, long process, heritage, Capricorn, wind, delay, slow, Saturn. Lilies are a neutral card, right? Because, you know, they're tied to wills, inheritance, long-term stability. But devil, like that's a Capricorn energy coming out with the devil. Shadow, self, addiction, obsession, limits, dependency, lust, excess materialism. But bouquet, bouquet, Virgo, Jupiter, Capricorn, Saturn, Capricorn, Saturn. I don't know if some of you are dealing with a Capricorn energy, but bouquet, gift, joy. So it's like something positive, but then the devil's neutral because it could be a toxic person. It could be toxic habits, but it could be also being hardworking, being very hyper focused, which is not the greatest thing, you know? The devil's in the details. Okay, so let's see what this is, because something's going to take a long time and it's going to require you to be patient and not try to rush things. Try not to get into a negative mindset about something, especially about something new. Something good that may be coming towards you. But I don't know what exactly this is. The bouquet card, it's going to start clarifying. Abundance. Something growing, something beautiful, blossoming. What else? 2 of Wands. You know, when the 2 of Wands coming out in reverse, it's like indicating that you're in a place where you feel like, it's, to me, the 2 of Wands is like, it's not moving forward. It's not taking some sort of action, but I think that might be what you need to do, because the Empress doesn't take any action in reality. I mean, she does create, but the Empress is a feminine energy and she's receptive. So some of you may be needing to employ that feminine energy and not go into that hardworking, obsessive, you know, even toxic type of energy that the Empress does not embody unless she's the Empress in reverse. Thank you. The King of Cups. Yeah. I don't know if some of you were dealing with like, okay, I'm gonna be weird. This is gonna be a weird way of reading these cards, but I'm gonna say that you're the bouquet, like the abundance, beautiful Empress. I feel like you're blossoming. You're the thing that's blossoming. You like where you are, you feel good and you feel like you're growing and you're feeling abundant where you are. You feel like you don't really need to move or do anything. But some of you could have been dealing with a devil-like energy. Someone who, I don't know if this person took you for granted, or it's just that they did not really see you for who you were. They were probably more lustful and more, maybe even emotionally immature for you to really see your value in any way. I don't know if you were in a marriage with them, because the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I don't know if it's somebody you broke up with or you're divorced, but yeah. I saw the Hermit card. Like, yeah, some of you are on your own. You're like, yeah. I think some of you are like feeling fine where you are. You're not like, I would say you're fine with like what this ending, whatever this was that ended. You're like, yeah, I'm good on my own. Because you look at the World card, and you're like, yeah, that cycle's over. I'm glad it's over with that negative, obsessive, toxic type of person. You know, because you're like focusing on where you've gained some sort of wisdom. You've matured from the situation. You're more experienced. And you feel like you're in a really good place. You may be feeling very balanced with where you are. Maybe because you're seeing things more clearly. You're like trusting your intuition more rather than what people are telling you. You're feeling more stable and secure within yourself in July. This is for July 2026. I don't know why this devil energy is here. Why is the devil here? What does the devil want? This is like a repeat of Aquarius. And you did say you have Aquarius in your chart. Who said they had Aquarius? Was it you, PG? You Pisces Aquarius. Yep. It's showing up again. Two of Cups. Somebody wants to. This could be an energy that may be coming towards you, or it could be an ex. Yeah, somebody that you moved away from. You got away from them because you were like, I'm not happy here, you know? So you like no longer disappointed, no longer sad. You're like, I want to be happy. If I want a Two of Cups, it's going to be the right Two of Cups. This is not the Two of Cups for me. You put yourself first. You're like, yeah, you had to restore balance within yourself. Stability, security, and balance with yourself. You healed from this. This person's coming back. Somebody's coming back. I don't know if they're Capricorn. They could be a Capricorn. They could be a Taurus or a Libra. But even though I feel like the Empress is more you, because I feel like you feel good where you are. You feel like you're blossoming, you're growing where you are without this person, you know? Yeah, you put yourself first and you were healing. 4-4 may be significant to you. You got the Ace of Cups. And then underneath you got the Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. And the Four of Cups. I don't know. Some of you, for considering, and depending on the situation, look, the Temperance card came out again with the reconciliation. Like there's somebody that maybe wanted to reconcile. Some of you may, depending on the situation, you may be reconsidering this person because maybe they made some changes. You know, I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. Like, but they would have to prove that to you. They would have to show you. You would have to see that in order for you to consider them before you could even consider their offer. That's even if you're even willing to entertain that offer, you know. But I feel like you will do what's right for you because I feel like your peace is the most important thing to you. Your stability, you remaining in balance, but also you staying comfortable where you are, where you've grown, where you've seen prosperity for yourself. But yeah, I feel like there's somebody that may be returning for you, Pisces, you know, in July. Let's see. We got it could be July 29, July 6. Yeah, it could be between July 6th and July 29th. They could be a Virgo, they could be a Capricorn, they could be a Sagittarius. They could be any fixed sign: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and I'm missing a sign. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. It could be Scorpio. Libra energy. But yeah, this is what I'm getting. I hope this reading was helpful for you all. I hope this reading resonates with you, Pisces, in the best way possible. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. It's better to be alone than with the wrong person. And a lot of people don't understand that. Peace is so priceless. You'd rather be with the right person. So I really appreciate you all for being here, for hanging out. If you happen to stay for the whole stream, you're the goat. You're the goat, and not the Capricorn devil goat. Wow. So I really appreciate everyone for the likes, for being here, allowing me to read for your sign. I'm gonna be posting the timestamps to make it easier for everybody. I don't know when, because I'm done. So I thank you all for being here. I thank you for liking, subscribing. If you have seen my previous videos or live streams of mine, please feel free to go back and hype them up. That's a good way for you to support my channel without providing a super chat or a donation or whatever. But I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time and your energy. And I hope you have a great one wherever you are. Oh, thank you so much, Fiji. Thank you. So I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.